Hello and welcome to episode 197 of the Veeam Community Recap. I am the Rickatron, back with the Madalena, back from holidays, travel, sickness, and more. How are you doing today, Miss Churnbuster?
Yeah, good one. Good day, Rika. And hello, community. Happy New Year to everyone, right? After 3 weeks, we are back. I do hope everyone had the time to spend with their family and, to get some rest. I know I did, so that was fantastic. And yeah, wish everyone a fantastic 2025. I'm great. It's good to be back. I am looking forward for this amazing 2025 as I got so many wishes from everyone from the community, and thank you for that. And how are you, Rick? Did you get some rest? Did you get some fun?
I had, yes, better. Or better, yes. So the last working week of the year, we were going to record the recap. And those of you who saw the last one of 24, it was just a post, no video. Friends, I was flat out sick for like 7 or 8 days. I have never been, it wasn't COVID. I thought it was strep throat. I started with a really bad throat. I couldn't talk. It was so bad. And it wasn't COVID, wasn't strep, did tests for both. And then I think it was something else. I think it was a pneumonia. There's a type of pneumonia running around the US that starts with the sore throat. And like, you know, Maddie, you've seen me. Like, I'll just come on into work on vacation. I don't really take sick days, right? So, like, to have been out for it was a whole work week, and then the weekends on either side. That was wicked. I was like, whoa, that was crazy. But then the holidays came, and I was back to normal and had a great holiday. And we took a vacation to Orange County, California. Nice and 20 degrees Celsius days. It was fantastic.
Nice one.
77 or so, 78 Fahrenheit. So I had a great holiday and some time off, time with family. But then it just like it's back, it's started. Here we go, 25. Did you do anything fun? Because you took some time too.
I actually didn't. I was just resting. I really needed that time, just to watch Netflix and to relax and be with family. That's all I needed. So it was really, really good. And yeah, now I'm really ready, and I can see, that even on vacation, our community was
Yeah,
super active. So we still have a lot of content to discuss, even for
we
January from
we
December.
do. We do. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into it. Let's go first up. Arnond is talking about Postgres Instant Recovery. This is cool. What caught your eye on this one?
Yeah, that's actually a fantastic demo. If you look at the video, it's about 20 minutes, if I'm not mistaken, video with great technical details in there. And he's discussing how to get your systems back online in minutes with Veeam's Instant Recovery in case your PostgreSQL database crashes. And I like that, Arno talks about the benefits of this type of recovery as a preview of his video, and then he's going even more in detail in the video. And of course, the first and very important thing that he's talking about is a fast system restoration for any business. Any downtime means losing money, so it is crucial that the recovery is fast, right? And even gets better than that, you get uninterrupted user productivity during recovery. So again, this is super important, and look at that all over, right? Lines from one thing to another. And then he's talking about few other benefits like zero data loss protection, automated process management, minimal production impact, just to mention a few of the benefits of this Veeam's instant recovery. So, like my advice would be, if you want to know more, I would just say go over this video. And this is not the only one that he did. There are a few other posts and few other YouTube videos he's talking about PostgreSQL databases and how, what to do in case of a crash. So overall, really great one. What do you think, Rick?
Well, I think it's fantastic, Arnon. This is great. Not only are you just showing the product, I love this demonstration, the whiteboard situation there, the data flow. And I'm honestly kind of jealous because I love seeing new presentation styles that use kind of innovative techniques. I love what's going on here. We've got this draw and you've got this like live animation. And then you also have that kind of sitting on top of yourself. And then friends, remember, he's doing an AI voice translator to go from French to English. And it is fantastic. So Armand, this is a very good, complicated video that you've made. Very thorough, absolutely outstanding. And I love it because you're talking again about a good new feature with Postgres Instant Recovery, which is important. This is fantastic. I mean, I'm happy to put this one as the first one we're showing this year because this is a good one.
Totally. Thank you, Arno, for that. And looking forward to more.
And I want to know, what technology are you using for this overlay? I get the draw, that I get, but what is this kind of transparent? You're there doing your thing, and then the kind of the share comes on top. What are you using? Let us know in the comments. That's really awesome. And that's just a video and on top of the post, right? So again, fantastic, good stuff. All right, next up, Sir Dipsalot has a topic that is near and dear to my heart because I have done the new Outlook accidentally on one of my computers and it is horrible. Oh my gosh. Have you done this, Maddie, on your?
I haven't yet. No, yeah. But yeah, let's talk about this post. So are you still using, the question is, are you still using Outlook Classic? Do you want to keep it?
So actually, I found out Outlook Classic doesn't go away. It just becomes the default. Outlook New becomes the default for what you have on the device because the new Outlook doesn't even handle everything. For example, I'm going to go dramatic full camera because I'm kind of ranting. But basically, if you download a calendar appointment, like, when we send invites to the Veeam 100, invite, if you just process that file on Windows, the new Outlook doesn't process it. It pulls up the old Outlook in the background. And I'm like, so we got two Outlooks running? Oh my gosh. You know what? In 1998, when Outlook kind of became, were you even born yet? But anyways, I was an admin in 1998 and Outlook kind of became the default mail client and it was a little rough, just going to say. I started calling it Lookout. Okay. And I just want to say, I may or may not have called it Lookout again after that Outlook New migration. But anyways, what caught your eye here from Dips?
So yeah, basically it's very basic, but I think it's very important and relevant to everyone that is using, Teams and Microsoft. And what he's saying is, like, you should know, beginning of January, Microsoft will start forcing, that's the keyword in here, you to the new app-based Outlook. And then he says, like, that's for now just business standard and business premium licenses. And he says, but if you don't want this migration, this article is really handy for you, since he's actually showing you how to achieve this through different methods. And he's going through group policy, Microsoft Intune, cloud policy, registry. So it's just like step by step how to do it. So very simple, very good one, because I feel like, some people might just be like, hey, I'm super annoyed as you are, and how do I do it? How can I just stop this? I don't want it. And then you have various options in there. So thank you for that, Dips. It's it's really good that you share that with us.
It is now, Chris, I love you, but I do not agree with you. It is not pretty good. So I'm looking through a couple other people. A lot of people are talking about this, right? Outlook is a very passionate topic, right? Maddie, you have the unfortunate privilege of working with me, so you know how annoying I am when it comes to work and stuff. And I'll admit it, I message a lot, I calendar a lot. I'm just very transactional stuff.
Communication is good, Rick. So
That's number one thing. We need communication.
there you go.
But like, don't move my tools. Don't mess with my toys, right? I'm very.
I agree. Let me do it.
And my
Let
biggest
me know
gripe,
and let me do it.
my biggest gripe with the new Outlook is that a lot of the keyboard shortcuts don't work. So again, back to dramatic emphasis, back to 1998 when I was an admin. Or actually 1996, I took this job. I didn't want this to be the career show, but they said, well, we kind of don't have a laptop right now. You can use this janky desktop for your computer, or you can use the old server, but we don't have a mouse for it because it was a different type of mouse. I'm like, oh, I'll use the server. It's got a lot of resources. So I used a server for, I don't know, a couple months as my Windows computer without a mouse. Okay. And I still to this day am able to around in that same job, that same time when, those keyboard shortcuts in Lookout 98 still to this day for regular Outlook work. Like Control-Shift-M will start a new message even if you're looking at your calendar. So
this is an interesting conversation. It's like what you get your brain used to it, and then
don't mess with my tools. Don't take my toys. But
don't get Rick upset.
Don't get Rick upset. But Dips, thank you so much for this. I'm going to see if I can at least put the group policy one on my local computers. I want to see if that policy element applies locally versus pushed through the domain. Good stuff. Happy New Year, Dips and Arnand as well. Next up is Jay Mex with Johan with the next, I guess that's chapter 15 of his data backup basics.
Yeah, totally. This series goes a long way. So yeah, another great post from Johan's series, Data Backup Basics. He really did a fantastic job with this series, honestly. And you can see even on the right side, if you go on the suggested articles, there are a bunch that are from this series. So this is fantastic, related to the topic of this article. So I really like that. And in this one, he's talking about how important actually it is to have your data available and good to use in case of a disaster, and what should do one in order to be prepared in case you confront with such a situation. How should one make sure their data backups are secured, updated, ready to use, and that your staff has the right documentation, the training to deal with such an event. Of course, he's discussing the testing and the drills that are also important. So he's going over some really important best practices. As always, encryption, immutable storage, backup copies, air gap copies, site redundancy, failover strategy, as I said, testing, documentation, training, and I think this is really great for for everyone, but especially of people that are starting with backup solutions, people that are starting to work in the backup world. I think this is a very, very good information.
Yeah, the whole series is fantastic. And this particular, it's like a highlight reel for disaster preparedness, these 10 things, which were covered in other parts of the series, right? So, and I love this format, just importance of, and then highlighting some of the best practices of. He's doing that for all 10 of these. So really good format. Great to see another chapter of the data backup basics hosted on the Veeam community. Fantastic. Thank you so much, JMX. All right, we're going to break one of our own rules on the spotlight, the community spotlight of one of our members on their own properties. And this time, we're going to focus on Antonio DeAndrea at andanet.cloud, which is a cool domain name. And he's got a great perspective of his Legends experience.
Yeah, so we basically broke the rule this time because we wanted to also discuss about this new initiative that we started in January, working with our social media. Thank you, Felicia, for helping out with that. This is the Veeam Community Spotlight. We did something similar last year, only that this year is going to be a different approach, in the sense that We ask our community members, the exclusive community members of the Veeam 100 and the VUG leaders to write an article about their experience with the program they are part of, the Veeam 100, but also more specific, the Legends, Vanguard, and the VUG leaders, and let us know why it's important for them to be part of this program, and what benefits brought, and just a general idea. So I think it's a win-win situation in the sense that there are so many people that are not part of this exclusive community, the Veeam 100, and they always come with questions in the community hub, but also individual, you get from time to time an email, or you discuss at different events, and they ask you, what is a legend, and how can I become a legend, or what is a Vanguard, how do I become a Vanguard, or how can I become a VUG leader? And it's good they are talking to us and we are giving information on that, but I think it's very relevant to have it shared by our community members from their perspective and from their experience, from their journey. And in this article, Antonio, he's a legend and the VUG Italy leader. He's actually discussing his experience. He's been 2 years a legend, and he's been a bit more than 2 years of UG Italy leader, and he's discussing, his journey over this year. So he's the first one starting this. What we are doing, we ask our social media team to promote these writings on our social media, on the Veeam official social media channels. So I think this is fantastic because we give them as well the opportunity, to be the spotlight, to give them visibility and recognition for everything they do on this program. So thank you very much, Antonio. And this is going to go through 2025. Is going to be an initiative that is going to carry on. Most of the articles are going to be published as well on the community hub. So keep an eye in there if you want to read more about Vanguard experience, VUG leader experience, and legend experience. So, yep, fantastic.
That's cool. Yeah, and then looks like that's you up in the Milano event in October. So that's kind of cool. Need to apologize to everyone because when I go to some of these blogs, it shows you targeted banner ads, which is like telling you a whole bunch of story of my life. Like I'm looking for your cameras. I don't know what this one is down here and whatever. So I apologize for that. But thank you, Antonio. Great stuff. Keep up the awesome work in the community and more. And speaking of our community, Nicola has a post up this week also on the Veeam blog. Just want to let everyone know that the 2025 class of Vanguard's nominations final call. We're going to have this open until Friday, late-ish of this week. And she's just got a post here as well as over on the Veeam blog, but it's now or never if you want to join.
Yep, absolutely. I mean, there is a link in there. If you see it in green, if you go to that, there is the actual blog where you can find, because I don't think you can get the application form via that post, but you can go in here and there is an application form and you still have some time. This is going to be post, of course, the recap is going to probably be Thursday evening, right? Your time, maybe Friday morning. So people still have until 8 p.m. New York time in case they want to apply. So really looking forward to this year class. It's exciting. In March, we're going to have a new class, so we're gonna just start it all over again. So pretty exciting, and looking forward to it.
Yeah, it's funny. Some of the pictures out of the photo booth. Oh boy,
They're so good.
I know they're fun. This is good. We got to start taking a picture earlier though, because a couple people left. But it's funny because I'm like, okay, we're all done, and then out of nowhere, you and Nikki are like, picture, we gotta take the picture, So it's kind of funny, but we almost forgot to take the picture.
I think the first thing we have to do just before our session is the picture. Everyone should, and this way everyone is gonna wake up as well.
I wish. It's a big room, but I wonder if we could actually keep everyone seated and do the picture from the stage looking back. Like, I don't know if it's wide enough. Well, I don't know. We'll have to see.
We can try. We can give it a try.
The picture. Always the picture. All right. Thank you, Nicola. And next up is Who's New? We're back with Who's New. So big thank you to Sophia for catching up. She's back, by the way. She had a great trip over the holidays. We got 270, which is a lot considering we haven't done it in a while, but also keep in mind it was the holidays as well. So some of these names are kind of cool. Knox, that's funny. What was the other one I saw over there?
So difficult for me even to see it,
Yeah.
Just
some of these are pretty funny. Like a lot of names, just kind of funny what people make. Oh, look at that one. Spa. Nick the Geek. Nick the Geek. I love that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's cool. And then let's see here. The page 2. We got more.
I think you're going to have 3-4 pages.
I don't know. Land. It's like I always love seeing some of the short words, short names come up. So, yeah, welcome everyone. And then coolest users. We got Force, Speedy, Mark Mastermind 1, and Nova Speaks. And Sophia's pick for Alfred's pick, and that is Power Thinker. You have a badge coming your way. So big welcome, everyone. Keep it going. Hope everyone enjoys their time and their content here in the community. And it's not just for, reading. You can also contribute and write your own, ask questions, and more. So big welcome, everyone. So thank you, Maddie, for curating the content here today.
Thank you, Rick.
We got a little sneaky something next week, right?
Is it next week or is it the week after?
How about 2 weeks? 2 weeks. Oh, next week I'll be in Las Vegas. So I got to figure out how we're going to do that because, I probably actually can keep the time because it's 3 hours earlier. It's a good time for you. It's early for me. It would be 6 in the morning. That's reasonable. I could do that. So
that's not early for you. Very early for me, though.
Well, yeah, I can't really do it any earlier.
I think you did it earlier.
Do it any later.
You did it earlier than that.
I have the things I've done for the community and you, for that matter. So we'll figure it out. But anyways, no, thank you, everyone. And am I forgetting something? I feel like I'm forgetting something.
I don't think we are. I think we are good.
Yeah, I think we are. There was no Veeam 100 show this week. That's what I was in my head thinking we need to talk about. And then we've got one for February, Vanguard nominations, and then we'll be talking some product updates here pretty soon. So, all right, well, that should do it. All right, well, thank you.
We are just starting.
It's like just my third day back. All right, well, we'll get there. All right, everyone, thanks for watching, and we will see you next week on 198.